Everyone can join me in a round of applause for John Hopfield.
The particular work that the Nobel Prize Committee recognized centers around two papers from 1982 and 1984. And those papers are about memory. For example, when you're trying to remember something, often if you can't quite remember it, but somebody tells you a little bit about it, oh, the name you're trying to remember starts with an S, then you can remember the rest. Oh, of course, Sandra. That's called content addressable memory because a little bit of the content of the memory allows you to recover the whole memory. And John figured out how one could build a system out of units that look like neurons to do content addressable memory.
He had a specific mathematical model of how a neural network might function, but also just a highly influential way of thinking about computation. In the area of neuroscience, much of our theoretical understanding of brains is based on ideas that come from John Hopfield's work.
I'd always been in science since age 4 probably, where I liked to take things apart and understand how they worked. Princeton has been a great teaching environment for me, and Princeton even stood by me as I wandered outside of my anticipated fields of research, condensed matter physics, and toward biology.
His entire career has been at the boundaries of different scientific disciplines.
John made groundbreaking achievements in conventional physics and in biology and in neuroscience and AI. You could view them as very different, but you could also view them as part of a single quest.
Because you often find things that neither discipline would have thought of, but when you're right on the border, that leads to a new way of thinking. And that can be very powerful and lead to a lot of new science. What John really did was teach me how to think. When you're looking at a problem, how to abstract away from the details and get at the underlying things that sometimes apply not just to that problem, but to other problems in very different domains of science. That kind of deep thinking is super powerful, and what I know of how to do that, I learned from John.